Hello guys, in this video I will show you how to do curved roofs for your builds. You can see a few examples here. This one is a bit subtle. You can also make curved roofs this way, and this is a larger example, and it just makes especially Japanese builds look a bit better. This also is curved a tiny bit. So yeah, it's not really hard to do. I will show you fast. There is two ways you can do it. I will show you both of them. So right here we have made our build and we just need to put the roof on. So the first thing I want to do, you can see on all of these, you have like a flat wood surface underneath, and then I put the roof on top. So we will do the same right here. Okay. So first what we need to do is decide how far out we want the roof to go. So let's say I want it to go 7, or let's do 8. Okay. And then I want to put it as far up as possible, and I always rotate it on this edge. I will show you why. And here we just need to figure out how steep it should be. So for the sake of the video, I will make it a bit more extreme than what you normally would do. So you can see here, because I rotated it, because I did the rotation from this edge, there is no gap. But if I do it like this, in the middle, there's still no gap, but it also clips into this beam a tiny bit. So just to make it all perfect, do it like this. So let's say 30 degrees. And then you can see this is 9 blocks long, and I'm going to split this into 3 parts. So that means one part is 3 long. Then what you need to do is just move this around, and like the last time, rotate it here. And for the curving, I'm going to use just that. Okay, let's make it extreme actually for this video. This will not look good, but I'm just going to show you how. So then again, move this to the end, and then rotate from this edge. Now what you need to make sure to do is to always rotate on the outer side. If you do it the wrong way, let's say I do it from the middle right here, then again you can see there will be a gap, and it just does not look good. Okay, so we have a curve, and I will show you how to do it all the way around, and also the corners. The corner is the hardest part. To make it go all the way up, you just have to keep doing what I did. And you can see the curve is a bit, it's less curvy on the top. So what you can do is either just rotate it less or make each piece longer. I'm going to make them longer. again on the outer edge and rotate. So yeah, that's just how to do it. Now the corner part, that's going to be the hardest, and I will show you. So first we need to find the corner, which is right here. And then what you need to do is you need to, let's just make sure this is, now each part is 3 times 3 big, and it makes it a bit easier if they are all the same size. Before that, actually, to put the actual roof on top, the fastest way, or the easiest in my opinion, is just to clone and then move it like this. And then we can change it to whatever we want. And also make sure it sticks a bit out. For this one I'm using clay shingles, and it's just flat and it looks decent. And for this one I just made every single piece individually. This one might look better, but it also lags like massively more. Okay, so we have found the corner. Now we're going to put this piece on the opposite side. Then I clone it and I find the edge of the build, rotate it 90 degrees, and then I need to move it to the corner. And that's the corner. Okay, and now we need to figure out where the corner should start curving from. You can see on this one it starts around here. But since we're doing it a bit more extreme, I will not put it as far back. So let's say if you move it 9 studs, and then we need to make sure we do the same right here. Okay, now it's going to be really the exact same thing as we did upward. Just do it like this, and then you need to rotate each piece. Actually, we will do it a bit closer, just to make the curve more extreme. Let's say like this. Now it's 6 from the edge. Yeah, 6. Okay, duplicate it, then rotate, and always make sure it's on the outer side. I think this is going to be too extreme, actually. Yeah, it's going to just not look good at all. So instead of 5 degrees, let's do 2. On each individual part. Oops. And this can take a long time. So I will show you the faster way to do it, or the automated way. So to do this, you can use this plugin called Archimedes, and it really just does the same as I did right here. Now I changed the angle to 2 degrees, because that's what we used, 2. and then I can decide how many times it will do it outwards. So let's try 6. And you can see here I did it the wrong way, so it curves this way. That's not what we want. So right here it's going downward, so flip and render. So I guess 5 was enough. And this is just doing the exact same thing as we were doing manually. So let's do the same for this side. Let's see. This side. Make sure it goes the right way. Now it goes downward, so we flip and we render. I might make a more detailed video on this plugin sometime later. The purpose of this video is to just show you how it's done. Okay, right there you can see we have the corner, but we also have this overlapping. That's not good. Always make sure that the edges actually go to the edges, so it doesn't look like this. Just make sure you take it further than you need to. Okay, so how do we fix this problem? It's not too hard. Just have to move a piece to the corner. Oops. And rotate it 45 degrees. That means it goes straight out the way we want. Let's try not to mess too much around. So essentially what we want to do is we want to cut each side on the edge like this. So that's why we put, you can see right here, this will be our saw blade. You can make this as huge as you want. Let's make 2 and move this one out of the way. We'll need it later. We're going to make this an union. So this will be the saw blade for this part, and this one will be the saw blade for this side. So then what we do, select this one, and you can see everything that is inside this one will be removed. So then I just select everything that I want gone, union, and it's gone. And you can see right here we forgot to select this edge. You can also just select everything, doesn't really matter. Now the same for this side. I'm going to select everything except this one, because this one is straight, right? So to make the rest of the roof we can just do this. And you can see we already have a pretty steep edge. You can see this is much more than what I have done for this one or this one. This one is just longer. I think it goes all the way to the middle. A longer, less steep curve. Okay. Now we have this. Then we're going to put the roof on top. So what I want to do then is actually just, you can see right here, if we are going to do the same, it might work actually. Now you can see there will be an edge. So we'll just do the same as before. Let's do one at a time. Move this out of the way. Separate. And then we move it up. And also make sure there is an overhang. Now, need to figure out what our roof should be. Let's just do rock for the sake of the video. Black rock. We do the same. Union. Now we have our roof piece. You can see right there. Cuts perfectly. Yeah. Perfect 45-degree cut. If you look at what's it called, between floors and walls, you have these lists also around doors that sometimes have a 45-degree angle cut, and it's just the same principle, really. Oh, it's really easy to do. Okay. Yeah, let's do rock. Completely black rock. Negate and union. Okay, so we have our corner. Now we can just find the middle of this build. I will show you. You can take the edge right here, rotate it 90 degrees, and then move it to each side. Now this can be a bit tricky. You need to find the middle. What can help you here is if you let's see, if you put something on the corner. Now this is inside the corner, right? Just take it all the way up, and you can see that this line should line completely up with the corner. So you can see if it's off, it will not be in the corner. So there it is, perfect. You can use this for the other side. Put it on the corner. And then we just find something to rotate it from. We cannot do it on the center because then it just won't be right. So let's say we take the corner right there and rotate, and then we move it. And it lines perfectly up with the corner. Okay, then we can fill this all the way in and make the roof part. Let's make this rock as well. Yeah. Let's see, we can fill out everything, then I can show you how it looks. Right, for this build I actually have something that is completely center, the middle part here, so I can use this to rotate it and it will fit perfectly. See. Now to find the edges here, let's just remove this one. Oops, only this. It's the same curve on each side, so we just need to copy. So we do the same, we find the corner and rotate. And then we can find out like this. And then put it on the other side. So let's take a look at how this looks. Play. You can see if it's right. So yeah, you have a slight curve. Also, yeah, the curve downward is not really visible because we made it a bit steep. You can see there is a curve to it. So my tip for making this look a bit better is to make the curve a bit longer, but with less rotation. So this one is a steep curve on a short distance, and these ones are long curves that are not as steep. To put all these planks in, it's going to take a bit of a bit of time, but it's the same principle really. So if you want to see how to do this, just let me know in the comments. I can show you real quick while we still are building how to make the rest. Now if you rotate it on this side, it doesn't really matter because no one will look at this from underneath. So if there is a, let's just make a gap. If there is a gap right there, it doesn't matter because nobody will see it. But here you can still see underneath the roof. So you need to make sure there are no gaps there. Okay, so to make this roof, what I like to do is find out where the middle is. Like this. Now to find the middle, we just need to make this shorter. And the middle should be right here. And then we can decide the curve of this, the next part of the roof. Now this will look a bit bad. It's to fix this, you just need to make the corners bigger, really. Try to show you. So if they were like this, for example, this roof would just eventually go down into the corner and there won't be a gap. But right now there will be a gap, and I don't have time to show you. I can show you if you want. Just let me know. Okay, so I make this 9. And then did we rotate? I don't think so. We did actually. Okay, so let's make it 6. For this, it's a bit just faster to see if we use this plugin. Then we can adjust curving and so on. So let's do it more extreme just to show you. Let's do 4. You can see that is just extremely steep. but it will work. For this, no, it won't actually. So let's do 3 degrees and 6. Take this a bit down. And then we just do the same and flip this over. I think I got the middle, yes, 180 degrees. And let's see how this looks. You can see this is a massive roof, but it has this tiny curve to it. So yeah, that's really how to do it. Again, if you want, I can show you later how to make all this detailing around it, like these beams. This is what makes it look good in my opinion. And also just how to fill in the gap. Also make sure to fill in the gaps here. You can see I have done it on this build. Oops. 20 minutes. Let's just summarize. You can see the beams here is what really makes it look good on these curved roofs. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you want to see anything else, just let me know in the comments. I'm happy to make anything you guys want to see, really. Even just buildings from scratch. And also roofs. This is something I just started doing a few weeks ago. But it makes the buildings look a lot better when you have just a tiny curve instead of it being like flat. So yeah, thank you for watching again.